Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Filian Yunitasari, representative of Sriwijaya University, South Sumatra, Indonesia. On this occasion, I will present my paper entitled Middle School Student Strategies in Solving Proportional Reasoning Question on Ratio and Proportion Material. To begin with, let's start with introduction. Proportional reasoning is the core point of many mathematics materials, especially in elementary and middle school mathematics curricula. The development of student mathematical abilities is greatly influenced by proportional reasoning, which is the standard for student mathematical proficiency. Proportional reasoning is needed to understand and solve problems related to the concept of ratio and proportion. Student strategies in solving proportional reasoning question. According to research of Khatimi et al. 20 and 24, the result that the majority of high school students use additive strategies and some also use multiplicative strategies. So in our goals in this research, we want to find out what strategies middle school students use to solve proportional reasoning question on ratio and proportional material. Proportion reasoning ability. Proportion reasoning can be interpreted as a mental activity where students are able to find the relationship between two or more quantities. Langrel and Swafford, students who are able to reason proportionally have the following characteristic, namely, one is thinking relatively, two, recognizing situation when using ratio correctly, three is understanding covariation, and four, forming unit or using unit to solve mathematical problems. Type of proportional reasoning question according to Arikan 2019 and Octaviani 2019. The first is missing value problem. In missing value problem, students are presented with three of the four values of proportion, and they are asked to determine the missing value. The second is comparison problem. In comparison problem, a student compare two ratio to decide whether they are the same or bigger or smaller. There are various strategies that can be used to solve proportional problems. According to Kame et al. 20 and 12, there are two strategies that can be used. First is formal strategies using the proportional formula. The second is pre-formal strategies, such as additive strategy, intuitive, performing repeat addition, simplifying ratio, and finding unit values. And according to Wahyuni 20 and 22, there are two strategies that can be used. The first is wrong strategies, including irregular calculation, determining the difference in solving problem is additive strategy, and the last is equality trial strategies. Okay. The second is correct strategies include repeat addition strategies, building up factor of change strategies, unit value strategies, equality strategies, and calculation strategies using multiplication operation or division. The next is method. This research include qualitative research, to find out what strategies are used by middle school students to solve proportional reasoning problems on ratio and proportional material. Subject research is X student class 7 at SMP Negeri 1 Blitar with different mathematics abilities, 2 student high, 4 student medium, and 2 student low. Data collection, we use proportional reasoning ability test, material on ratio and proportion, consisting of 2 questions. And then data analyze, we use descriptive qualitative. Proportional question in this research are 2 problems. The first is missing value problems. The second is comparison problems. Okay, result and discussion. The following is analysis of student test for question number 1. Law student using a repeat addition strategy. Based on figure 1, student add 4 milli of rose oil until they get a result of 28 milliliters. Next, PD1 students did the same things, namely by adding 3 milliliters of lavender oils as many times as the addition of rose oil was repeated to obtain 21 milliliter of lavender oil, which had to be mixed to produce a fragrance according to Miss Dewi preference. Okay. The next, medium students using a multiplicative strategies. Based on figure 2, students remember that the produce of 7 by 4 produce 28 because rose oil is multiplied by 7, lavender oil is also multiplied by 7, so that the answer is 21 milliliters of lavender oils. And the last student, high student using a division strategies. Based on figure 3, the student divided the 2 pieces of information into 28 milliliters divided by 4 milliliters to get a result of 7. So, student multiply to 7 by the initial dose of lavender oil, namely 3 milliliters, to get a result of 21 milliliters. The following is an analysis of student test for question number 2. Based on figure 4, student with low ability answer question containing a comparison of the growth of the 2 plants by looking at which plant was the tallest. Durian seeds are the tallest seeds, so students conclude that the plant seeds that grow faster are durian seeds because they are the tallest seeds. The second student, based on figure 5, student with medium ability answered that the growth of the 2 seedlings was the same, only the size was different. The initial height of the mango seedlings was 20 centimeters, then they grew to 40 centimeters, a growth of 20 centimeters. In durian seedlings, the initial height is 30 centimeters and then grow to 50 centimeters with growth of 20 centimeters also occurring. This is what underlies sudden answer that the 2 seeds have the same growth. Okay, based on figure 6, student with high abilities, the initial height of the mango seedling was 20 centimeter. Then they grew to 40 centimeters. There was a growth of 20 centimeters, meanings the mango seedlings grew 2 times the initial height. Meanwhile, for durian seedlings, the initial height was uh, 30 centimeters and then grew to 50 centimeter. There was also growth of 20 centimeter. However, durian seedlings experience slower growth because the growth of durian seedlings was less than double the initial height. So students get the answer that mango seed grow faster. Uh, the result of this research strengthened the finding of Nugraha et al. 2016 and Nur Ansari that the mistake of class 7 junior high school student in working on proportional reasoning question were due to the tendency to use additive method. The second is the result of this research are in accordance with the opinion of Kemp et al. 2012 that students who choose to use an additive strategy to work on ratio and proportion question, namely by calculating the difference between the two parts of the ratio, will get the wrong answer. The results of this research are also in accordance with the opinion of Wahyuni 20 and 22 that the wrong strategy in solving proportional reasoning problem is to determine the difference in solving the problem additive strategy. The use of division and multiplication operation in solving proportional reasoning problem indicate that students use multiplicative strategies in solving problems. The result of this study are in line with the opinion of Anat et al. 20 and 19 that proportional reasoning is related to the mathematical relationship of multiplication. So, to solve proportional reasoning problem, in order to get the correct answer, you have to use multiplication or division operation on non-quantities. Okay, conclusion. The first is the strategy used by low ability student to solve proportional reasoning problem is the repeat addition strategies. The second is student with medium ability to solve proportional reasoning problem use a multiplication strategy and use the wrong strategy, namely the additive strategy. And the last is student with high abilities solve proportional reasoning problems using multiplicative strategies. Recommendation for future research. Based on the finding of this research, medium ability students do not consistently use strategies for solving proportional reasoning problem, so that the further research need to conduct more in-depth research regarding the strategies used by students with medium ability. So I think this presentation of my research result is enough. If you have anything you want to ask, please type your question in this comment column below. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.